cloud. So we got that there. That's a very good idea. Okay, we've got a huge announcement, guys, at the end of this call. So please make sure you're here, because those people that are here are going to benefit from that. Okay, now Swapit is a brand new project. It's a new company, and you are in one of the first international meetings around the world ever to take place. Okay, we're about 8 weeks old. I think this is our 8th week just now. So, you're in right at the beginning, and you're looking at this life-changing, disruptive technology right at the beginning. What is Swapit? Well, Swapit is a new concept of mixing fun and play with blockchain technology. That is it. We do fun and we do blockchain technology. And when you combine the two, it makes a phenomenal legacy income for those that commit. It's absolutely phenomenal. And we're going to take you through it. Now, if you're new to, cryptocurrency, to blockchain, to all these wonderful things, please do not get thrown by the language. 5 years ago, when I first started looking at the blockchain, I didn't have a clue about any of it. I really didn't. Okay. We learn as we grow. Okay. Step by step by step. And one thing with Swapit is we're not just a project that's here to help you make a lot of cryptocurrency. We're not just a project that's here to help you have a lot of fun and meet cool people from all around the world. We're not just a project that's here to help you change your life radically. We are also a project that's here to enable you, to mobilize you, and to educate you. So if you're here and you know nothing, you're in the right place. You're here and you know everything, well, you may not be in the right place, because there's always something to learn. And we're very, very committed to help you to grow and to educate yourself in the simplest possible format. And so what we've done at Swapit is we've created a game. Now, everybody loves a game. Is there anybody on here that doesn't love a game? We've created a game that helps people to learn DeFi. Now, DeFi is the financial side of the blockchain. So like in the old world, okay, Wall Street and the City of London and City of Zurich and of course Singapore out in the Far East, huge hub for the financial industry, right? In the old world, you've got things like insurance protocols, mortgages, loans, commercial finance, all of that kind of stuff. Well, we have all of that on the blockchain. The only difference is that it's not centralized. You can partake of it whether you're living in Manhattan, New York, or whether you're living in an impoverished economic area in the world where you may not even be banked. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty cool. I think that's very cool, because what it does creates an even field for everybody. So before we go any further, the first thing I want to say to each and every one of you, it doesn't matter what your past looks like. Here is your future. And I'm telling you now, it's looking very, very, very bright indeed. As I said, we're in a vision and a mission to bring fun back to business. If you can't have fun, tell me, what is the point? Okay? What is the point? You've got to have fun, because when human beings have fun, they tend to get very motivated to do more. When you're not having fun, I know so many people, I'm in my 40s. Some of you won't believe that. Some of you are saying, Matt, you look much older than 40. Others are saying, Matt, you look much younger than 40. Okay. 2 different camps maybe, but that's another story. Okay. I know lots of people that don't have any fun in their job. They don't have any fun in their business. They don't have any fun in what they're doing in life in terms of making an income. I know several people, and some of them are on the call today, who have a lot of fun, and they tend to do really well. So if you're not doing so well in life, you're not doing so well in business, maybe you need to bring some fun into it, and you'll find how motivated you become to absolutely crush it. Okay. Does that make sense, by the way, guys? Okay. So Swapit, we have a blueprint for you. Now, blueprints are very, very important in business. Blueprints actually are very important in life, but we're not here to discuss that. Everything that has success as its intention has a blueprint. Now, on the screen right now is basically the Swapit blueprint, okay? So for you networkers on the call, Here's your napkin presentation. Anyone remember those back in the day? They were pretty cool, okay? Well, this is a sample overview of the blueprint. Now, it may look complex to some of you. It may look really, really easy for others of you. Don't focus too much on it because I'm going to break this down so you understand it. We have 3 big wheels in Swapit. Now, most of us drive cars and most of us have got 4 wheels. We have got another wheel, but we're going to hold that one back for a little bit of time. But we've got 3 big wheels in Swapit. The first wheel I've already mentioned is a game. So we have a game, and I'm going to introduce you to the game today, okay? The second wheel is we have a token. So many of you have heard about Bitcoin. You can see I've got the t-shirts, and I've got lots of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency t-shirts because I've been in the space for a few years, okay? But we have a game, and we also have a token. And our token is not dissimilar to other cryptocurrencies, but our token has a utility to it. What our token does is it provides liquidity to those DeFi pools I was talking about earlier. Okay, very, very important. And then we have a business plan. Now you can partake in the game, you can partake in the token, and you can partake in the business plan, or you could partake in one or all 3 of them. Okay, totally up to you. We give you the token anyway, so you kind of get that. But we have 3 big pieces. That's all you have to think about. Now in Bitcoin, when we want to create Bitcoin, we have to mine it or you have to buy it, right? So if you're mining Bitcoin, it's going to come slowly out. You know, you're going to have a protocol around that, and people like me are just going to buy it because we don't mine it, okay? With our token, we have a different mechanism on the supply and demand side. So with our token, we control the supply, not by mining it, but by releasing it as a community by playing the game. Very, 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 very key indeed, okay? So just remember that we control the supply, which actually, when you understand it, has the power to make several of you very, very wealthy indeed. We also have a business plan because we think what we do is pretty cool, and we know that people will want to share it with their friends, their families maybe, and people that they care about. Now, you're probably wondering who, you know, is behind this, who's the mastermind, who's the person who has brought this to us. Well, it's a very, very reputed gentleman indeed. Someone who's very prolific in the cryptocurrency space, the blockchain world, but he's also got a phenomenal background. And to be honest with you, the more I'm finding out about him, and remember, I'm looking through the lens here as a business consultant. You know, I've done consultancy for a lot of international companies, as a coach, as a trainer, somebody that works with SMEs and also bigger brands as well. I'm very, very impressed. Okay, so the gentleman's name is Eric Alexandre. He is originally from France, so he's French, but he lives in Singapore like a lot of big crypto authorities do. Now, the reason I say authority, Eric is a, you know, personal friend of Dr. Gavin Woods, Polkadot. You know, he knows the guys behind Binance. He also knows, you know, Vitalik Buterin. Okay, Vitalik. I keep saying Vitalik. I know so many Vitalis, but Vitalik Buterin behind Ethereum. And you know, he got in on the pre-sale of Ethereum. Ethereum's the second biggest coin, you know, that's in the crypto market at the moment. And Eric got in at 0.25. So he got in at 25 cents into Ethereum. Now, if you're on the call today, you know that that is a steal. It's a deal. But, you know, it comes down to one thing. And that one thing is right timing, right place, right connections. We bring those 3 things to you today. Right timing, right place, you're here, and right connections. I'm connecting you with world crypto authorities, okay? Eric's also, you know, brand, you know, very brand orientated. He was a creative global brand director for companies like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Gucci as well. And he's also been the mastermind behind many of the world's greatest events. Now, when I'm talking about events, I've been to some good events in my time, believe me, okay? But these events are A-listers, you know, on the stage. These events are Ferraris on the dance floor. These events are events that are world-class events. And he took that from his branding career into the blockchain space. So you're not just dealing with somebody that has an idea, is looking for funding, rolling it out. No, you're looking at somebody that has already rolled out the company. We're not looking for money here. We're looking to create disruption in a huge industry and help people just like myself and yourself and people you know to profit from that handsomely, okay? Eric's also, got another company which is very successful. And I mention this because track record in business is very, very important. Let me just ask you a quick question. What would you rather do? Partner with somebody that's got no track record or partner with somebody that has a lot of success in the industry? Just put that in the chat while we take you to the next slide. So Eric's other company is called Jetcoin. They have a tie-up with Mintable through, Mark Cuban, and they have for a while been sponsoring, Premier League football, both in Italy for the Serie A and also in the UK, Premier League football. Wigan Football Club would be one example of that. That company was started in 2017. They still have that tie-up with Mintable, and they've also got some groundbreaking technology to view NFTs and so forth, okay, which is very, very, very important. Just going into the chat. Success, yes. Johanna, absolutely. Sam Dosa, track record, absolutely. No brainer, no brainer. We've got some smart guys on the call. These are guys that understand how business at this level works, okay? So I'm not going to speak too much about Eric. As I said, we've got a couple of surprises for you on the back end of the call, okay? But I want you to wait to the back end of the call, because within those surprises at the back end of the call, we have a very special announcement. This announcement could change some of your financial trajectory forever, okay? So make sure you're at the back of the call. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the game, all right? I love a good game, okay? And I'm really, really loving Swapit. I've been here for about 5 weeks now. I'm loving Swapit because it really does bring fun back into business. And that's a really, really cool thing. And people like games, they come back. It's really cool. Now, the first point I want to say, you may see like clubs and spades and hearts on the screen. What we do is not gambling. So when I first looked at this, I said, oh man, this is gambling. I've never been in a casino. I don't gamble. It's kind of not something I do. And there's no judgment. I've got friends that are big in that, but it's just like a personal thing, right? So when I looked at it, I was a little bit sort of like, maybe this is not for me, right? Love the guys, love the project, but maybe this is not for me. This is not gambling. The reason we use the cards and the symbols of the cards is because they are internationally recognized. And what we do, and Eric's so smart. I mean, he's really, really smart, right? What he's done is he's taken something very simple that everyone can relate to around the world, and he's created a game so that he can teach you about DeFi. And the game, as it teaches you about DeFi, releases tokens that he then gives you. I mean, that's a pretty cool guy, right? Do you agree with me? That's a pretty cool guy. And, while he's giving you the tokens and teaching you DeFi, you're having fun playing this game. And he also helps you to profit from the game. So the cards that you see on the screen are just digitized tokens. So what happens in Swapit is you buy yourself a pack, you join for free. That's the other thing. There's no membership fees. This isn't joining like the local kind of businessman's club, or this isn't like some heavy fee, right? No, it's free. It's free to partake. You can join for free, okay? And you will join for free. We don't charge you to join, and we're going to give you tokens when you buy packs, right? Now, the packs allow you to play the games, and we have them available for every pocket. So if you're on this call right now and you're thinking, oh man, I'm not, I don't have a budget. Well, we've got a budget for you, and we're going to show you how to have some fun, and we're going to show you how to earn tokens, and we're going to show you how to absolutely leverage the next big thing in DeFi. Does that sound cool? Just want to make sure I'm in front of the right people. And I'm sure I am. Okay, that's cool. Sound cool? Good, good, good. Right, let's get to the next slide. So you might be saying, Matt, this sounds really cool, but like, who pays for all of this, right? Well, first of all, the company is cash rich, so there's no ICO, there's no IPO. We're not selling the tokens. In fact, people have offered Eric and the guys a lot of money to take the token. They're not selling the token. I mean, they've offered them 20 million, 50 million, etc., etc., etc. They are not selling the token because the token has utility. What that means is the token has great value. The token is used in liquidity pools. I'm going to explain that a little bit later. But the token is very, very, very important. So what Eric does, because he is so cool, he's going to give you the token for free. He's going to give you the token for free. How cool is that? And what he does is, as people buy the packs to play the game, he takes 30% of the profit, of the company profits. Now, think about that. That's nearly a third of the company profits. I don't know any company that does that. And he puts them into pools that you can take shares in by playing the game. Now, you understand all of this in a minute, but I want you just to remember one thing. He gives a third of the company's profits into the pools so that you can create a profit. How cool is that? If you think that's cool, put thank you, Eric, in the chat. And if you're a mismatcher, i.e. somebody that if I say go left, you go right, put whatever you want in the chat, okay? Because there are people that are like that, and I love those people, by the way. 30%. Now, you might want to wait till the end of the call because that number is going to be very significant, okay? Very, very significant. Now, the pools are paid out in BTC. We love BTC. Look, there it is. Love BTC. Why do we love BTC? Well, we'll do that another day. You'll get all of that in the courses, okay? But this is very, very cool. And remember, for those of you that are building the business, he puts 80% of the rest of the money into the compensation plan. I mean, this is a no-brainer. No-brainer. It's a win, win, win. And this is why we're here. This is why we've parked everything aside to bring you this beautiful, beautiful project and beautiful protocol. Okay, just going to check the chat, and then we've got 50 people on the call. So nice being on calls, you know, when you've got 50 people, knowing that in 3 or 4 weeks you'll have 500 people on the calls. Guys, you're looking at this so early. It's absolutely unbelievable. So as I said, we have these tokens that we can participate in pools within, and we use the card brand logos, hearts, diamonds, clubs, etc. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole card supply here, but there are only 980 million and 20 cards. So when you buy a pack, okay, whether you buy a $10 pack and you get 1 card, or whether you buy a legend pack, okay, and you get 700 cards, okay, you're going to get a selection of cards. Now, you might say, Matt, how do we know it's not rigged? How do we know it's not fixed? Well, we know that because we've got a randomizer. It's an algorithm run by a third party. So you buy a pack and you don't know what cards are in. Now, obviously, probability kicks in, okay? So the more cards you have, the more likely you're going to have certain cards. And we're going to go to the pools, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. But I do want to talk a little bit about the Joker, because the Joker is very, very, very special indeed. And there are only 20 Jokers, okay? And if you get a Joker, happy, happy days, okay? The Jokers are the only cards which we bring back into circulation. So the other cards, the other 980 million, once you place them in the pools, which we've just all done in April, not all of us, but many of us, okay, you know, they're gone, they're burnt, they're gone, they're finished, right? The Joker is actually minted because it's got an NFT, okay? And an NFT is an asset. It's an asset attached to a bit of code, and they're really, really hot. We're going to talk about them in a little bit, but they are really, really hot. So if you get a Joker, you are really, really, really very, very fortunate indeed. What is the probability of getting a Joker? Well, as it stands, it would be 1 in 49 million. So that's a long shot, okay? But remember this, it's a game that releases the token. So whether you get a Joker or not doesn't really matter. That's a big bonus, right? You know, it's the token that you're releasing by playing the game and making profits as you go. Now, we've literally just played this game. So before I open my back office and show you the pools and show you how that works, we've got a few people on the call today. And we're going to be talking to a few people. I don't want to talk the whole time. I do get very excited. And I know that we have Mr. Loris Lisovskis, who's based in Spain, and he's been playing the game. And, you know, he's been in the crypto space a while. First of all, Loris, congratulations on Latvia, you know, reaching number 7 in the top 10 of countries. You know, Latvia is a small country, and the guys, Arno, you know, Artis, Loris, Gunter, they've worked so hard to bring their country onto the map. So well done, guys. Loris, are you there and are you available? You may be on a call. Just to open your mic and just talk a little bit about your experience of the game, what you love about it, and so forth. I'm going to try and find you and just bring you on. Is Loris here? Maybe Loris is not here. Loris, I think he is on a call. He's just migrating a huge team at the moment. So he is on a call. So what I'm going to do, I am going to bring another Latvian on if she is available. I don't know. Let me see the chat here. Hey, Eric. Wonderful. Wonderful. I was so looking forward. I just want to bring him on now, but, you know, it's like I've got to follow protocol. I'm going to ask Gunter. Gunter, could you come on for a moment? Hey, Gunter.
Yes, yes.
Excellent. And I don't know if we can see you today. Oh, there you are. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Oh,
Excellent. I want to congratulate Gunter because, you know, with great respect for Gunter, I've been working with Gunter, you know, for about 5 years now, Gunter, I think, haven't we? It's about 5 years.
4 years, yes.
4 years. And we very lovingly know Gunter as the crypto granny, okay? She's known online. She brands herself as the crypto granny. And Gunter, 2 questions for you. There will be people on the call today. And congratulations on getting Latvia in the top 7. Really wonderful.
Thank you.
There will be people on the call today that might think this is a little bit complicated and stuff like that. Now, with great respect to you, you know, you're of an age where a lot of people avoid technology. But I mean, you're way in there in the blockchain and, you know, you're loving all of this. So could you say to people, you know, what you think about, you know, if they're a bit worried about, you know, getting started with technology, and also what you think about the game? Would that be cool?
Oh, yes, definitely. About technology, you just start some business, for example, crypto, and learn on the way. And information is everywhere. And if I can do in my retirement age, then who cannot do that? I think it's not so complicated. Look, a game. I love games. I love card games. I remember I was a small girl walking under the table, and my parents, grandparents, everybody was in a card game. So,
wow.
So background from my young age, I was playing Latvian Duolite, very clever game.
Okay.
Very good, but
yeah,
anyway.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So, and then it came Swapit with the game, and interesting is that you doesn't need to know poker, you doesn't need to know Duolite, which is complicated game as well. But you just need to know what is cards, what is and everything is on a started stone. You just need to know anything. I have people in my team, they say, I just can see different, you know, kinds. That's all what I know.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the beginning, I thought, oh, dear me, NFT, DeFi, wow, it will be, I cannot get my head around, but it's very simple.
Great.
Very simple. You don't need to know much.
Yeah.
The hosts and the Zoom calls and the videos all is here in different languages. We have all the information. just come along sometimes and just post it, and I believe everybody can do it.
Wonderful. No, I love it, Gunter. And, you know, I know you're Latvian, you're based in Scotland now, but you're building really strong Latvian teams. And I also know that, you know, you got into crypto and the blockchain, and you've actually retired because of it, haven't you?
Yes.
Would you like to tell the people a little bit about that as well?
Absolutely. Around 4 years ago, Mark, you were first and generally loudest about to crypto, and I don't know anything, but I was asking questions, I was learning a lot, and I was so amazed that from day one I was learning crypto.
Right.
Before I was working in network marketing for 6-7 years, and it maybe took me 2 years to get any commission.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, and about my retirement, yes. Last year when the pandemic, I have loan, I have credit, I have, no work. I was even applying for support from government.
Oh, wow.
And during the last year, I cleared all my credit, all my loans, and from December, I fully retired the stock. And now, a couple of days ago, when I was doing my self-assessment, as I'm self-employed,
yeah,
I actually told the government that I am in a crypto working full time.
Wow. I salute you, Gunter. I really do. Yeah. And I think anyone that's watching on the call, with great respect to Gunter, I mean, she's an intelligent woman, right? But I mean, if the crypto granny, okay, can retire herself in this industry within years, like 2-3 years, okay, you know, come on, guys, we've rolled this out for you. We've made a game for you. This is it. I mean, Gunter, thank you so much. Really looking forward to, you know, interviewing you at some point and getting the full story, because I think that's really going to help people. But well done, and well done for Latvia, getting them on the map. Really, really key. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, Gunter. Excellent. I mean, look, guys, if you're on this call today and the technology is scaring you, or you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I can do that, you know, you've got to realize that, you know, Gunter, you know, is a grandmother. You know, I think she might even be a great grandmother. I'm not sure, but you know, she's got in, and I mean, she's absolutely, you know, crushing it, which is really, really key. Okay, I'm going to go back to my screen share. Sorry, Loris, I see you back, but we did miss you. But we'll probably hear from you a little later on. Just going to get back in. Okay, so you can see here that we have these monthly pools. Now in Swapit, we have 6 monthly pools. The company puts 30% of the profits into these monthly pools. As you buy packages, you get cards which you can place into the pools, and you get a share. And it's a really, really beautiful thing. You know, you've got 4 of a kinds, community pools. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you into the back office, and I'm actually going to show you what it actually looks like, okay? Because I think it's important to have a see, have a feel, have a look, okay? So we're going to go down here, and we're going to log in to Swapit, okay? We're going to get in there, okay? And we are going, just check in the chat here, because, hey, Matt, hey, Eric, thank you. We're just going to get in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the game, okay? And we're going to just turn this off, okay? And we're going to go into launch the game. Now, I want to show you the game. Okay, I want to show you the game. We're going to be fairly quick on this, guys, because we have got important news, all right? But I want you to see the game. The game is very important. Now, you can see here, I got myself a legend pack. You know, that's top of the shop. And in the legend pack, you get 700 cards. Now, you'll see that I've only got 6, 7, 9 here. But these are pools. These are pools. So the first pool that you've got is the community pool, okay? And in the community pool, each month, I have an opportunity to allocate certain of my cards into this pool. I can put any card in there. Now, I'm not going to put a joker in here, because a joker is very, very valuable indeed, okay? I will get for each card a share. And I just literally drag the card here. I will confirm. I'm not going to do it now because I've got 28 days. Okay. And I'm going to just place it here and I get 1 share. I got 4 of a kind. You can see what I did last month, right? You know, I played different ones, right? Last month, you know, different pools. So it's all done. It's all like smart contracts on the blockchain, but we make it really simple. Now, this isn't gambling. There are no losers. There are only winners. So you put a card in, you're going to get a share of that pool. And as a company grows, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, the biggest pool is the 5 suited aces because you would need a joker to go in there. So I want to show you again what actually happens, how we see the pools. So remember, we're only on the 3rd of May, okay? But you can see here, this pools, where are they? Here. The pools are here, okay? Now, you can see the pools right now are quite small, okay? So you've got $71.30 in each pool. But here in the 5 suited aces pool, you got 1,881, okay? Because that's rolled over because there was no joker last month. Now, you might be looking at these, they were just under 2,000 last month, but this month they'll be bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually you'll have a pool size which is worth, you know, maybe 20,000, 100,000, maybe even 1 million in some cases. Actually, by the time the joker could be released according to probability, this pool will be worth $3 million. Okay, but remember, there's no losers. There are only winners. You're going to get a share of each of those pools. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just come out of this screen. We're going to go back to the presentation and we're going to talk a little bit today about the token. Okay, remember, the game releases the token. So for every 10% of the card supply issued, 10% of the tokens are released. And when that happens, it's called an airdrop. 50% is given to the members and 50% is given to liquidity pools. Now, before we get into that, I just want to show you one more thing because this is important, right? I'm just going to take you here on my desktop into a very important website. If you're into crypto, you're into DeFi, I want you to really just bookmark this website, okay, which is coinmarketcap.com, okay? And I'm going to take you down to 2 very specific tokens. One is Polkadot. Remember I mentioned Dr. Gavin Woods? He's the guy behind Polkadot. He's a friend of, you know, Eric's. It'd be really cool if we could get him as a keynote at one of the events. But he has a token not dissimilar to ours in the fact that it was, you know, it's a DeFi token, and then also Uniswap. Now, look at the word swap. You see, when you're entering a Uniswap protocol, you're swapping F for ETH for other ERC20 tokens or maybe DOT or something like that. Look at the price of Uniswap right now. Now, when Uniswap was first released, it was given away. Look at the price right now. If you buy a Legend pack, you're guaranteed 25,000 tokens minimum, probably a little more, but minimum. Imagine that, getting those tokens. Look at the prices here. I mean, this is really where it's at, guys. Really, really where it's at. Now, I'm going to get back onto here. And what I want to do now is I just want to bring one more person onto the call, which is Mr. Gabor Vencels. Now, Mr. Gabor Vencels is a Hungarian, you know, networker. He's very, very big in the game. I had a pleasure of meeting him in Thailand, in Bangkok, in 2017 at a conference. I wasn't meant to meet him, but I was in the same conference and he was having a meeting with our then CEO. And I literally barged him away and shook his hand because I wanted to meet him. You know, that's what networkers do. They network. And I took his details and we've remained in touch. He's never said yes to me before. And when Swapit came on the table, I said, this is one of the guys I want here. And so, you know, without going on and on, Gabor is huge. He's one of the top, you know, I would say in the top 25 on the planet, at least. You know, that's being conservative in terms of networkers. He is prolific in the crypto space, lives out in Thailand, very, very beautiful lifestyle. And Gabor, if you're open, would you come on and just tell us a little bit about, you know, your thoughts on the token, what you thought when you saw this, and so forth? Would that be okay, Gabor? I think Gabor is here. Ah, yes, he is here. Hey.
Okay, now I think you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, very, very, very good. So first of all, welcome everyone, and it's a pleasure always to be in Matt's presentation, because there is a lots of things are going on, a lot of action going on, and Matt is itself. I think it's a very, very, very good presenter actually, and I'm always flattered because he's too kind to me, but that's okay. So I really appreciate that. So and when he asked me today to say a few words, I was thinking about what to talk about, because we all know that this is a great project. This is an awesome project, but we really do see the big picture here. I tell you why. Because there is one key video which you might not even see it yet, okay? It is among the videos what the company has already put up, you know, and that is a video made by Eric when he's talking about the Swapit token, okay? Now, I was literally struggled for one day to make a Hungarian subtitle for this video because it's so important. And sorry, Eric, but your French accent, it's really hard to decipher, but I did it. I did it. You know why? Because when you see this, you will immediately get it. I mean, immediately. And let me just recap the main points here. Okay, the main points here. That's very important, because just think about it. What we have here, we have a game, okay? A game in disguise, okay? And I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Because with this game, we can attract a lots of people from all around the world who might be not otherwise interested in crypto, or maybe even have some aversion of crypto so far, okay? But we can attract these people because of the game. So why is that? Why is that is so important? Because when the preliminary calculation says we need about 120,000 members to get the first airdrop. It might happen before, but it's 120,000. Well, if you say that is, oh, that's too much, let me just remind you for one thing, okay? There is another company, I will not tell the name of this company, was able to achieve more than 1 million members in 11 months with absolutely nothing but smoke and mirror, okay? Smoke and mirror, seriously, okay? Now, so I think that 120,000 members, it's just absolutely a short-term goal. We can crush this in a few months. And what's gonna happen then? Imagine that the token will be released. You know what that means? It means 120,000 token holders with at least $5 million in the liquidity pool. Guys, this is shooting us into the top 50 DeFi coins. You know, that's it. Do you think that, however, the company is guaranteeing us a 10-cent price, but do you think we are going to stop at 10 cents? Definitely not. Definitely not. Absolutely. I'd rather think about a 2-digit number in a US dollar. Okay, so well over $10, even more, you know, that's absolutely possible, I think. Absolutely possible. And there is one more thing. This will get the attention of the DeFi community for sure. Again, these numbers will shoot us up into the 50 top DeFi coin. Okay, that is for sure. Now, there's another thing which you might be not even aware right now. If you are a legend member, okay, if you are a legend member, you will guaranteed to get 25,000 tokens, because each of the airdrop will give you 2,500 tokens, and there will be a total of 10 airdrops. Guys, that's 25,000 tokens, guaranteed, plus whatever rank you are achieving here, okay? Because that's a separate pool, which you get more tokens, of course. So do you think that 25,000 tokens with, let's say, just a $1 price, worth it? I mean, guys, that is simply absolutely, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And listen, another thing, you already say that might be that pool with the 4 suited aces, it goes up even to $3 million, right? Now, when finally that joker will come out, because it will, sooner or later, right? And the company will going to put it up into an auction. I already know that there are several people already holding 4 suited aces. Myself, I'm the lucky one who are holding as well, 4 suited aces, of course, but no joker yet. So what do you think? What will be the auction price for the joker? Because all of us want the 3, 4, even $5 million from the pool. What will be the price? Do you think that is again skyrocketing the price of the Swapit token? Because guess what? The only currency accepted in this auction is what? Swapit token. Guys, I mean, seriously. So this is absolutely a no-brainer. And if you understand this, then it just, nothing come even close to this. Okay. So I just really wanted to say that much, because and if you didn't see this video, go there after the presentation, bookmark it and show it to everyone, because it is just it's a few minutes, but it is get the most important thing here in the best way. It's just there. Everything is there. Okay. So that's it, guys. Go ahead. And thank you, Matt, again. Absolutely appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Gabor. I mean, that was just phenomenal. I hope you can cut that and I can watch it. Oh, wow. I mean, Gabor, you got this. I remember, when I called you, you were like one of the only people, you just got it and you joined straight away. And I just thought, wow, that's incredible. Gabor, the other thing I wanted to do while you're here is just congratulate you, because you took Hungary, which is, I know you're in Thailand, but you're from Hungary. Your teams are mainly Hungarians, and you took Hungary to 4th in the table within like 3 or 4 days. So I wanted to congratulate you. I wanted to thank you. I know it's a lot of work you've done with the translation.
And let me just grab the opportunity to congratulate my other team, and there are the Slovenians. It's Deki and Darko. They are here in the call. They already get a really good start. And I think, we will see very, very good things coming out from these guys very, very soon. Yeah. I'm sure of it. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much.
As well. Slovenia, we love you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gabor. I'm going to jump back in because time is ticking on, guys. We're going to do a shortened version because we know that you're all very, very excited about the news. And of course, as Gabor was saying, there's 1 billion of these tokens. 50% of them come to the members, okay? So you got to join, you got to get a pack, and then you got to play the game, okay? Now, what we're going to do now is we're just going to go quickly into the business model. Now, as you know, we have chosen network marketing as the distribution channel, okay? So network marketing is our chosen distribution channel. Why? You might say, why? Well, it's all about community. If you think about Bitcoin, in terms of its utility, it's like old technology, right? But everyone loves Bitcoin. Why? Because it's got the oldest community. It's got that romantic value. It's got the community behind it. It's all about community, guys. And so we felt that network marketing was the path forward, okay, for this. And it's absolutely true, because you can see people like Gabor, and then you've got Deki in Slovenia, you've got Loris, you've got Par in Sweden. These are communities, okay, that are seeing the value of what we've got in our hands. It's very, 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 very cool. Now, I've got to thank Rune, who was the mastermind behind the business plan here, the compensation plan. We pay out 80%. So guys, think about it. Money coming into the company, 80% goes back into the compensation plan for the field, guys like me and you, and Crypto Granny, okay? And then out of the 20% that's left, they take 30% of that and they roll it into the pools for guys like me and you and Crypto Granny. I mean, it's really, really rich, guys. It's really rich. And then they give you the token. And I mean, if you listen to what Gabor says, I think we're going to have to do a special webinar with Gabor, where we just go into that, because he explained it so well. Okay, I mean, this is just phenomenal. Now, if you're a networker and you're looking at this, you know the power of a binary. Well, guess what? We've not just got a binary, we've got a 1+1 binary plan with longevity. What does that mean, Matt? It means we've got an auditing system on there, so it never overpays. So we'll only pay 80%. So we will be around for a very long time, paying you in the binary. It's also a 1+1, which basically means that we save the points on the longer leg, which in this case would be the upper or the lower leg, and we save that for half a year, 26 weeks for you. This alone has the power to make you a top earner, not just in this company, but in the entire industry. I have no doubt, speaking to a huge networker, from India this morning, okay, who's based in the UK now, okay, and I was saying to him this morning, we will produce the biggest earners on the planet in networking. It's just a fact, guys, and you're looking at it 8 weeks in, okay? If you're a networker, get excited. Your commissions are going to be paid 65% in Bitcoin, week in, week out, week in, week out, okay? If you do the withdrawal on the Wednesday, okay, you get paid on the Friday. It happens. It's happening. It's working really well, okay? Because a binary is just building, okay? Absolutely crazy. If you do it after Wednesday, you get paid the following week. This is a very beautiful thing. You get 25% in new cards. I don't have to worry about stuff because I've always got 25% in new cards. I can play the pools even more. And then 10% goes into minting with the NFTs, okay? We also have a matching bonus. No weekly cap on the matching bonus at all. 5%. I mean, when I looked at this, Gabor, when you looked at this, oh man, you were in the seventh heaven, because a networker understands the power of that matching bonus. No weekly cap on it. Again, 65% in BTC, 25% in new cards. I love that, because guess what? The more cards are being used, the more of that token I am getting. This is an ecosystem. This is that blueprint we showed you at the beginning. It is beautiful, beautiful. Just like Eric's French accent. It's very sophisticated. Very sophisticated indeed. Now, we also have a fast start bonus, because we know that networkers like to get off to a really fast start. So we pay 50% of the fast start bonus in BTC straight away, 50% in new cards. That is beautiful. So you could actually join for free. You could build a team, okay? You could get yourself a pack, you could get your fast start bonus, and you're in the game. Absolutely fine. How the fast start bonus works, it's an average of your first 4 packs. Well, an average of the packs that you paid for first 4 weeks, okay? So you introduce 4 new members within your first 4 weeks, $1,000 each, you're gonna get $1,000, 500 in BTC, 500 in new cards. Absolutely worthwhile, okay? Different ways to buy the packs, okay? So you've got a choice. You can start at $10. I don't recommend it. You're getting 1 card. Gold, $500. A lot of people are starting at that level, okay? But start where you can. If you're in an economic zone where things are difficult, take the $10. I'm not saying I don't recommend it. I'm saying I don't recommend it unless it's a necessity, okay? $100, $250. Here's the keys to get joined for free right now and get yourself a pack. Absolutely key, because it's a binary, okay? Now, the bigger packs, okay, these are attracting huge networkers around the world. We've got a team of Latvians at the moment that are just eating these legend packs up. And it's very important, because we're going to talk a little bit about that in a moment, okay? You're getting with the Platinum pack 25% extra cards, value. You're getting with the Diamond pack, okay? You're getting 30% extra cards, value. You're getting with the Legend pack 40% extra cards, value, okay? And you're also getting the BV. People are buying these up. You can buy as many of these as you want. You can also accumulate them. There is also a special launch promo. The first 1,000 Legend packs that are sold, you're going to get a special NFT in there that entitles you to all 10 airdrops. So you're going to get your airdrops as per your rank, but you're also going to get a special airdrop indeed. Because there's only 1,000, that guarantees you an extra 25,000 tokens. You're going to get VIP events around the world. Yes, you will be dancing with Eric and Rune on the stage. Ferraris on the dance floor. Dom Perignon flowing. For those of you that don't drink, we will have the best mocktails. We will have the best juices. We will have the best bands. We will have the best food on the planet. VIP access to special legend member events, secret gifts and coding. If you are in the zone, okay, this is the one to go for. If you can do this, do it, because you do not want to miss out. Now, very, very quickly, because I know time's moving on, and I want to listen to Eric. I want to listen to Rune. I really do, okay? There are weekly caps on your rank, okay? So you can see there's different ranks for the networkers. It's all volume-based. We have incentive trips, luxury watches. We're going to give you a resort apartment when you get to Executive 2 and a resort villa at President 3. Again, remember the top 5 ranks will probably not be, hit in the first airdrop, so that will roll down. The airdrops, token airdrops will roll down to the lower ranks, okay? Remember, it's volume. So some of you will be looking at this. It is all volume-based, okay? It's volume-based, and that binary moves absolutely fast. There are also special NFTs that are given to you from rank, coach 1, all the way up to President 3. This is the compensation plan to die for. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring on Mr. Rune Evensen, who is the network director. He's a Norwegian gentleman based now in Singapore. Very, very key with the blockchain and regulatory stuff that's going on with Singapore, working with the government. I always call Rune the heartbeat of the company, okay? So Mr. Rune Evensen, if you are ready, could we bring you on board right now and hand over? Would that be okay? And I think Rune is here. Hey, Rune. Let me just see. Ah, he's here. I have to unmute him. Hi, Rune.
Yeah, there we go. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Fantastic to be here today. Wow. Where should I start? I mean, the head is spinning when I'm listening to all of this. And first of all, a big shout out to Gunther, Grandma, Bitcoin or crypto granny. I mean, it is amazing, and everybody just have to ask themselves.
Hi, Runa.
If she can pay off all her retirement based on this brand new technology at her age, then you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what is my excuse, right? And it is just amazing. So if I had a hat, I would tip it or take it off. So amazing, Gunther, fantastic. And then I want to touch a little bit based on what Gabor talked about also with the token, because it is so amazing. You mentioned the Uniswap token, Matt, and I did not use Uniswap at the time, so I didn't get any of the free airdrops. But Eric can maybe touch more based on that. But those tokens were given for free, and on day 1 of trading, they went to $9. And that was, it was given out. The airdrop was for everyone that used Uniswap before 1st of September last year. And I mean, we're only in May now. So it is within half a year from free to $43. And just now on Friday, I tried to get in on an early sale of a token for another, actually a swap. And because I know some of the people behind it, and it was looking very, very good. They went live on Friday around midnight my time at 25 cents. So now we are talking, we are at Monday today. So we're talking 4 days, 3 days. Today, I didn't get in. I was clicking and clicking and clicking, and then it went up to about $10 from 25 cents. And I was thinking, no, I'm not buying on day 1 at $10 because normally it will dip again, right? I want to buy in a little bit lower than that, but it just kept on going, and eventually I bought in at $15. $15. It launched just hours before at 25 cents. Today it's trading at $25. $25 in 3 days, but they have 1,500 token holders. And after 24 hours, their entire liquidity pool was $1 million. That have now grown to 10 million, but that is the community that is providing liquidity. It is not the company, right? So you take those parameters and you put them together, and then you compare it to what we have in our hands here. You go live with 100,000 holders. You go, if you put, as Gabor said, minimum 5 million in the pool, you will actually have minimum 10, because there will be 5 million USD on the Ether side, but you have to equal that with 5 million worth of tokens. So the entire liquidity pool will count as $10 million. And so, and the liquidity is provided instantly from day one. It is not something that is built up over time from the community. The community can, of course, contribute, because it works the same way. 0.3% of all the transaction fees are distributed proportionally to all the liquidity providers. So even the Swapit members, the token holders, they can put in ETH and SWIT into the pools and take part of that as a secondary income stream. So those are a few things there. A huge shout out to Gabor. I've had the pleasure of working with him. I think we counted 18 years. And I think about 12 years ago, I was on a 3-way call with him. And then there was a gentleman from Slovenia on that call, and he's on the call today. That is Darko. We didn't end up interacting so very much, but he joined, and he brought in some youngsters from Slovenia. So in the way that Gabor rocked the Hungarian market and that team, the Slovenians with the youngsters, and in that team came Deki, they rocked it. And that group combined in the span of 1.5 years produced close to 200 million euros in sale. So and they are on fire, and I'm so thrilled to see that the old bunch is coming together again. I see more and more familiar faces that I worked with over my 23 years in network marketing, and it's just so amazing. But beside all of that is nice words and good words. I just want to do a sort of a house call or road call on the game. Every member's voice counts in Swapit. Everyone can express their opinions. It doesn't mean that the company will do a 360 and rebuild the entire system because one member thinks that it should be this instead of that. But every voice counts and everything will be considered. But of course, if multiple voices raises, then you need to look into things. But this is more on the corporate side and stuff. So people have to understand first and foremost that Swapit is not an investment scheme. You are not investing in cards. The best comparison is in-game purchases on a game you have on your phone. You pay something for extra life, for being able to play the game more. There is no guarantee of 1% per day or 10% per month or anything. And the price per card is $10. That doesn't mean that the value of the card is $10. There wasn't many. We have about 2,000 members now, and so far I only heard feedback from 2, so the percentage is low. But if 2 people expresses it, there might be more that feels it the same way. And they were asking, how come I got less than $10 per card in the pools? And okay, I have to say, come on, guys. $10 per card, you get 700 cards in a legend pack. If the company was to pay you $10 per card, that will be 5,000 in, 7,000 out, plus 86% of the 5,000 goes also back into the company. So if we want to bankrupt the company within the next 48 hours, please raise those voices again. It is not negative towards those that expressed it. It is just to say that the company do listen, but it needs to be justifiable. And it isn't like the company is having a game and only giving 6% in return, because there is a compensation plan that also takes 80%. And Mats have already mentioned that in the rank rewards, there are trips, there are apartments, there are houses. Where does this money come from? From the remaining 40% that the company have. Once we can travel again, there will be events, there will be incentives, etc. Where does this money come from? They come from the remaining 40%, 14%. Those are the same 14% that Eric have to pay salary to all the staff, eventually offices, etc., development, IT. But of course, fortunately enough, the company didn't rely on any pre-sale or pre-raising of funds or anything. And I think I will hand over to the man himself to talk more about that and like how the company was founded and a little bit maybe on his connections in the NFT world, because I know for a fact that he actually had a brunch with Zach Burks yesterday, the founder of Mintable. So that is just a little bit on how connected the guy is. So I think that we should just introduce the man of the hour, our dear CEO, Mr. Eric. So if you kindly, you're already unmuted. So before you take the mic, I'll just play a sound.
That sounds good, Rune. Thank you.
Okay, that was the drum roll. So you take it away.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Matt. Hey, Rune. Hey, everybody. Nice to be on a meeting again. So yes, as Rune mentioned, a couple important points. The company is fully funded from the start, so we fully invested. That's why, as Matt said, we're not selling our token. We have offer in and out. I think less today because they realize we're not approachable. Hello, Da Costa. I will mention the brunch I had yesterday because, as you know, with JetCon, we signed a partnership with Mintable in 2019. Zach has made a fantastic job. I think today, in terms of NFT technology, is the most advanced guy, is the Vitalik of NFT. That's what I can tell. I'm lucky enough to count him as a friend. In fact, he's the person who opened my eyes on NFT and how to leverage the NFT compared to the standard one. That's why we're able to develop the amazing technology at JetCon that actually Swapit will be able to benefit. I mean, we launched last week, literally, I think Rune put a link, the first interactive multimedia NFT, which is the most advanced. But I had an interesting conversation with him. So that's an addicted on the side, right? So we're having lunch at the Philoton, which is right across the Marina Bay Sands, the casino, right? So, and Zach, tell me, Rick, shall we go to the casino? I said, I don't know, I have a Sunday on chair. I said, no, I want to go. I said, but what game do you like? And he's telling me he likes craps. You know, when you throw the dice. I say, oh, this is like a yield farming, the beta version, because you put your chip on different numbers and whatever number comes out. And we're laughing about it. But Zach, no further, I managed to raise the last few months a staggering 15.6 million. We help him on the branding and development of his presentation and the pitch writing. So he thanked me for that. But on the other end, he developed our smart contract, and luckily he's going to help us also on Swapit developing our smart contract. So I have a lot of interesting connection, marketing together, and a really exciting partnership for us anyway to have Zach on board. I'm really privileged to be a friend of it, because I tell you, from my experience in the blockchain space, you meet a lot of developers, stack developer technology, but it's really hard to find the right one, first of all. I think Rune can tell you a few words on this. And also the one you can trust and we know the technology, because it's still really experimental. If you really think about blockchain, it's still a new technology. We came on the scene less than 8 years ago. And I really feel the last 3 years, we see really the DNA alignment of the blockchain technology with traditional business. When you can look at the NFT business or blockchain business and look at it as real business, not as a startup with a website who's not finished and some member who have zero experience. Today, the business has matured. And luckily, being so long in that space, I was able to benefit from that. So to come back to today, I think we have a big announcement because the game has been launched. You guys have been seeing the pool for the first few weeks. Of course, the pool were a bit meager. I think for the first month, we had only $1,800 per pool. So in order to create an incentive for you guys and to make the game a bit more exciting and more entertaining, the company decided to actually double the participation to the pool. So we'll be putting 60% of all the 6 pool together. Oh, somebody showing the screen? It's not me. You bring the pool. Okay, there you go. We have the super promo. So 60% of our profit will be actually put into the pool for the next 2 months, May and June. So that should give us an exciting amount and maybe incentive for people to play the game more often. I also like to say hello to what was her name again? To the lady, to the Granny Protocol was earlier on, right? I'm really excited to see her on board because I always say from the start, blockchain is for everyone, not only for the smart, the millennial, it's for every generation. That's a global revolution that everyone should partake and benefit. And I'm really happy to see all the generation, every generation actually to pay attention to it and learning from it. In fact, we had that argument back on the French community. It was like last year. And there was that project I was advising was doing a fantastic job. And they had a small group of haters say, oh, we are protecting the grandmother. I say, no, you got it wrong. The grandmother got it. You're understanding the power to understand the technology and to adapt it. And in fact, we found out in the blockchain project, all the people actually get it fast and know which token to buy and to resell. So it's not impossible for everyone. So it's good to see other generation to join us and build with us and go forward with it. Yes, Matt? And I'd like to introduce next to me, so we have also a special guest today. We have Peter Yo, business development. We just had dinner together, so I bring on board. Maybe you can unmute it. Peter, you in?
I'll join on your...
Okay, so give me, we're gonna do a headphone swap. There you go. And I put you on my camera. Give me a second. Here we together. You can look at it here.
Okay. Hey guys. Hi everyone. I can't hear myself. Need to...
Can you hear yourself now?
Yes. Hey guys. Can you hear me? I guess you can hear me now. Okay.
So wait, Peter. Take my headphone.
I can hear you.
Better technology.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, I got it. Hi. Very good news that the pool is 60% now. It's exciting. You know, everyone gets it, and it's almost when the token is airdropped, and we are launched on the DeFi, and the critical mass will reach, and once you hit that critical mass, it's unstoppable. Just to reiterate what was said earlier about Uniswap, about other DeFi tokens and projects that achieve this critical mass. So having this 120,000 is really easy actually for a project like for Swapit, which is a really easy game to understand because poker is universal, and you know on a Sunday people can go to MBS, but outside of Singapore, there's so many countries right now that are midway in pandemic, trying to get out of trying to find vaccine, trying to find fix unemployment, and this can be a new form of opportunity for those in these markets globally, and it's very exciting to be part of Swapit and in this special time where we are at right now. Also, I'd like to share the recent development about the top 10 members in the country list. Top country is Sweden. Congratulations. Second country is India. India, our hearts are with you. You know, pull through this pandemic and you come out stronger. Next one is Malaysia, followed by Hungary, Gabor, I know you're there, and Philippines. Next we have Bangladesh, Thailand, Latvia, United States, followed by United Kingdom. Congratulations to the top 10 country list, and let's keep it going and keep it strong.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Take care. Thanks, Matt. We give it back to you.
Thank you, Eric, Peter, and also Rune. We really appreciate your expertise. We appreciate you sharing this project with us. You know, this for many of us is an absolute, phenomenal, life-changing, opportunity. So thank you, guys. Thank you for your diligence, all your integrity, everything that you're doing behind the scenes. And we all want to thank you for 60% in the pools. Hey, You know, that is phenomenal. And I mean, guys, what a company. I mean, what an absolute company, you know, absolutely brilliant. Now, look, you know, you've heard from world-class crypto authorities. You've heard from people today in Singapore who have, you know, incredible track records and are bringing a protocol to disrupt everything. And they're doing it in a way that you can do. You know, you've heard from the crypto granny herself, the crypto babushka herself has spoken, okay? And, you know, everyone can do this, guys. Everyone can do this, okay? So look, what you've got to do is you've got to do your piece. Your piece is to get back to the person who has invited you to this call and get them to sign you up, get them to start you off, get them to mobilize you wherever you are, okay? And then you've got to get a pack. You've got to get a pack. If you don't know how to do that, get to the person who's invited you. If they don't know how to do it, get to somebody who's invited them, right? We will help you to do that. Support will help you to do that, okay? But you've got to do it. Bitcoin has moved very, very fast. You know, in 2012, I got a virus on my Skype, a virus on my Skype. Anyone used to use Skype? I used to use Skype. I got a virus on my Skype and it said, get your free Bitcoin now. I didn't know what Bitcoin was. I thought it was a chewing gum or a bubble gum or something, right? And I said, get lost, you scammer, okay? And the guy that sent the virus, it was a virus. He said, oh, Matt, Bitcoin's not a scam. He said, this was a virus. He said, oh, you got to get into it. You got to look at it. And I said, you know, now that was a foolish mistake, a very foolish mistake, okay? Luckily, a couple of years later, a very good friend of mine introduced me to the protocol, right? So look, you are looking at this today. Today is your day. May is your month. Get signed up, get yourself a pack, and start to join the Swapit family, okay? We really appreciate all your attendance around the world. Appreciate all the leaders on here that are doing such a phenomenal job. I was going to bring, you know, Par on from Parmelon from Sweden. In fact, let's bring Par on because we need to hear from Borlänge. You know, it's the smallest big city in the world. And Par, if you just come on and finish up for us, that'd be really cool. I didn't get time to ask you earlier. I'm just going to unmute.
Hello.
Hey, Par, how are you?
Hello. Thank you for a great meeting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We are 3 people here.
Well, I want to congratulate Sweden on, I mean, you're topping the table. You guys are the pioneers. And I wanted to bring you earlier, but we got a little ahead of ourselves.
It's perfect. We have fun here. Fun game. Thank you, Eric, and thank you from the company that you give us double pay the second month. We love it. We have a situation in Sweden that the big companies have big problems, and so now we can swap instead. That will be great. Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. We have had thanks for a great meeting, and Sweden will rock and roll. I think Stefan Ilka Lundholm that is on the phone is the highest pin level in the company. I think so.
Oh, who's that, Stefan?
Stefan Ilka, he's on the call. He's a good guy.
Top earner, right? Wow.
Thank you, guys. See you around.
Thank you.
I look forward to great big events in Singapore with Cruz and Wolf.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Thank you, Par. Thank you to everyone that's attended the call. We are the Swapit family. We work together. You know, we love each other. We love the pools. We love what the company is doing. We are going to change your lives forever. But you got to be a part of it. To be in it, you got to be a part of it. So get signed up today. Let's get you going. You know, if you're on the verge of buying a legend pack, please make sure you get one. Because what's going to happen is you're going to wait until, you know, Bitcoin goes up or da-di-da. And, you know, those 1,000 packs are going to go. So if you're thinking about a legend pack, if you think, you know, you're going to get a legend pack, you want to be one of the first 1,000, please, please, please do it as soon as you possibly can. No pressure. But the reason I'm saying this is there are people sitting around waiting. And what's going to happen, those 1,000 packs will go. And remember, if you have the special legend pack, that is an extra, 5%, share the 5% on the NFTs, guaranteed an extra 25,000 tokens, guys. Look at Uniswap. Look at Polkadot. Think where that can go. My name's Matt W. El Nerona. We're here every Monday, okay? Hindi presentation on Thursday. Boss Mama, Roni, Italiana, Filipina. She's doing a phenomenal call in Tagalog right now, for the Filipino community. We've got presentations all through the week, Swedish presentations tonight. Guys, I am out of here. My name is Matt W. Nerona. Thank you for your time. My time is now up. Hey, Stefan, great to see you. Thank you so much. Take care.